family, Prairie here again. Today I'm going to take the time to introduce you to Miss Lorelei. She is my newest herd member, brought into Texas all the way from Missouri. Lorelei here is a Clydesdale, and she was trained to ride and drive before I got her. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Clydesdale breed and some of the cool things that they can do. So to start with, a little bit of history about the breed. They come from Scotland, and they were named after the River Clyde in Scotland because they were bred specifically to pull barges up and down the river. So they had to be big and strong and calm and not be minded by any of the sounds or smells of the river or commerce or anything like that. The breed got to the United States in the early 1800s as a farm horse, which is what Lorelei did before she came to me. A couple of things that you might think you know already about the Clydesdale breed is that they are, of course, connected to that famous beer company. Lorelei doesn't look anything like those Clydesdales because they have a very specific style that they have to meet in order to meet the requirements for their performance hitches. Those Clydesdales have to be at least 17.2 hands high. Lorelei here is only 16.2. Those Clydesdales, they're massive. They weigh sometimes 2,000 pounds or more. Lorelei here weighs about 1,300 pounds. Their shoes are much bigger than Lorelei's shoes, and what I learned actually from my farrier yesterday, who got to shoe some of those special ponies, is that their shoes are shaped like a square and come out like a T at the edges in order to make those horses have the really big foot movement. Lorelei's shoe here, this came off of her yesterday, is one of the biggest ones I've ever had in my barn, and it weighs about 5 pounds. But it's just a regular road shoe, and it has these little bumpies on it that help her have traction when she's trotting on concrete. The other really interesting thing about Lorelei is that she's what we call a red roan, which is one of the acceptable colors for a Clydesdale. Roaning is the white spots that come over the top of the red fur, so she's a red roan. I wanted to give y'all an idea of how tall Lorelei really is, so I'm going to move here next to her shoulder, because if y'all know me, you know I'm a shorty. But, oh mare. But I can't even see over the top of my own new horse. Lorelei's a lot of fun. She has really big stride